Hi, I'm Bill Dembrecki, President and co-founder of Thin Within. Welcome to another quarter of our support group videos. In the past, we've introduced you to people who have been relatively recent members of the Thin Within program. This quarter, we're excited to be doing something a little different. We're going to be introducing you to a variety of new people who have actually been part of the Thin Within program for as many as 10 and 15 years. One of the things that we hope will really be inspiring to you is to hear their stories of how they've experienced lasting weight loss over a period of time, simply by adhering to the principles that we all know to be true. The other thing that's been really exciting to us is to discover not only that the program has benefited them, but how they've begun to teach these principles to their children as well, finally breaking this cycle of dieting and weight loss and weight gain from generation to generation. So join me, if you will, as we introduce you to the first people that you'll begin to meet. And we know we've really been ministered to by hearing their stories, and we pray you will as well.
My parents knew that I had an overeating problem, but at that time, and sadly to say even in this time, society dictated and encouraged you to go on diets as a way of solving the overeating problem. So in my parents' heart, they thought they were doing the right thing, when in fact it was destroying my self-esteem and my psyche, and my whole life was really coming to a crashing halt as a result of being sent to a doctor who was injecting me with cow urine, and I was supposed to just eat protein all the time, bacon and steak, and I did very well. You know, I lost the 20 pounds, but then as soon as I went off the program, I gained all the weight back. And you can imagine how this made me feel about myself.
One of the things that I love most about Thin Within is that you can take it with you anywhere. You don't need scales, you don't need measurements, you don't need any. I've traveled internationally many times, and I take the principles of Thin Within as well as my relationship with God with me. It really is in everything that I do and everywhere I go. So it makes it very simple. I find that other diets that I notice some of my friends are on, it's very difficult after those first few months or first year to keep counting the numbers and the scales and everything you have to count. It makes it very difficult. So one of the reasons I believe I've had such long-term success over Thin Within is because it's so easy to do anywhere you go.
Life before Thin Within, for me, I have to go all the way back to when I graduated from high school. When I graduated from high school, I weighed 195 pounds. I was 6 feet 5 inches tall. When I graduated from college 5 years later, I was 295 pounds. And then I went into the professional community and inched my way up over the next 5 years to 320 pounds. And I was there for a good 5 years, and I was quite comfortable being there. Because of my size, my bone structure, my build, my football player type presentation, I had no problems with it. I was comfortable there. Right? The only issue was I knew it was not right, because I would walk down the halls at work and I could actually feel my face bouncing. And I said, you know, this is not right. All right? For a short period of time, I did the celery and carrots and water. All right? And that was, all I got out of that is I now hate carrots, because that's all I ate.